Woo! I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Paper Tiger. If you're new here, my name is Steven. Welcome to Blackout Tinting. I've always been a fan of the RAM TRX, maybe not when it first came out because I thought it would never beat the Raptor, but over time, I've grown more and more excited about the truck. Yeah, I was excited when I first saw one in person, I was excited when I first sat in one, and now I'm very excited as we're going up close with one. Specifically, that one. This particular TRX belongs to my friend and fellow YouTuber Horsepower Obsessed, who bought the truck because, I mean, come on, it's a 700 horsepower truck. You can't have a channel called Horsepower Obsessed and not own a 700 horsepower truck. So we're gonna go up close with this truck and the person behind it. I hope you guys are ready. This is gonna be a fun video. All right, let's go. So, pretend for a moment that I don't know anything about this truck. I know some things, but what is the horsepower and torque on this truck?
702 horsepower, 650 something torque. I'll have to look it up.
702 horsepower in a pickup truck.
Yeah, right. Last night when I was at the drag strip, somebody said something like that to me. Somebody there knew me, and he's like, "Do you have the ZR1?" And I said, "No, I have my truck." He's like, "You brought a truck to a drag strip?" And I said, "Yeah, but I've already seen, like, at that point I saw a Mercedes run, a Camaro SS run, a fully built 69 Camaro. All of them run slower times than this did." So I said, "Yeah, it's not your usual pickup truck."
All blacked out.
Yep.
With the ram bar. I see that. I think I've only seen like 3 of them with the ram bar.
I like the ram bar a lot. So I had a Colorado ZR2.
Yeah.
It had like that same kind of thing on the back, and I got really used to it. So
you went full blackout with that too, huh?
Yeah.
So I saw your video. You did the TRX badge on the side.
Yeah.
I think I saw the AWD exhaust. What else have you done to the truck?
So it's fully expelled. Window tint is ceramic window tint, 5%. The front windshield's tinted too, 55%. The taillights are tinted. The side markers in the side view mirrors are tinted. Black lug nuts. A Mighty Mouse catch can. The AWE exhaust. I added the TRX graphics on the bed and on the hood. They weren't there stock. That's pretty much it.
It's mostly cosmetic, huh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do any engine modifications?
Yeah. So after last night, there's a pulley that I'm going to get from a company called Ripatuned. It's a crank pulley that goes over top of the stock one, and will add 2 more pounds of boost. So because this engine's so huge, 2 pounds of boost equates to 60 extra horsepower.
Wow.
So I'm going to do that, and probably just an air filter for now, but maybe an air intake later to add another like 30 horsepower.
Now, whenever this first came out, I have a confession to make. I did not think this was going to be as cool as the Raptor.
I didn't either.
Like,
I knew that these were coming for probably a year and a half before they finally came out, because Dodge just kept like leaking things.
Yeah.
And I know at one point they were having a problem with the amount of power that the truck makes. It was just destroying differentials. It was just blowing them up. So they were having all kinds of problems getting the power to the ground. So they had to rebuild everything. And whenever this truck finally came out, they showed the frame and how much of it's different from a regular 1500 Dodge. And they had to beef up a lot of things to make it so it wouldn't just destroy itself because of how much power it has. But the first one I ever saw in person was, funny enough, it was actually here. It was a white one. And I did the review video for Blackout.
I'm not gonna believe this. I think that was the first one I saw in person too.
Yeah.
The first one I filmed was a red one, but the first one I saw in person was a white one.
Yeah, it was. John asked me, because Josh wasn't here, so John, the guy that films here, he asked me if I wanted to do the review of it, and I said sure. I actually really like these things. So as I'm reviewing it, I'm liking it more and more, and I was like, I'm gonna look into these things because this is a cool truck. And I was never a huge fan of the Raptors because if you've ever sat in one and actually like felt around in the interior, everything feels really cheap in a Raptor, in my opinion at least. And so when these came out, the interiors in the Rams all across the line, the interiors are really, really nice. So when I saw that they were keeping the interior the same on this truck too, I said that's a no-brainer right there.
I did get to sit in one of these. I
the Pittsburgh Auto
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it was a red one. That was the first one that was the first one I sat in that had specs like this one, because the one I reviewed didn't have the level 2 interior and stuff, so it wasn't as nice as this one. Like, this one has every single option you could get except for beadlock wheels and the bed mounted spare. Other than that, every single option I checked, because I knew I was going to keep this thing for a long time. So
Were you going for more practicality? Because I really like how the bed mounted spare looks.
yeah,
I know it's impractical, but
I needed to actually be able to use the bed.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that up there. I do like the way it looks myself, but it takes away, the bed's already not a full-size bed, so putting that in there cuts off another 2 feet or so.
yeah. So MSRP, my voice is going away. So the MSRP, this is $100,000, or
Yeah, this one was $100,310.
was that with the dealer markup?
No markup.
Oh.
I actually paid $10K under, so I paid $90, but MSRP was $100,310.
Still a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you get a lot for it, but
Yeah, you do, but at the end of the day, it's like these things nowadays, the cars and trucks in general, they're so expensive. You can't really get a cool car under $100,000 anymore.
yeah.
I mean, I remember back when I was your age, geez, man, like the cool cars to me were like $10,000.
I know.
Now it's like I can't find anything like that.
We've kind of got screwed out of it mostly.
Yeah,
It's
right?
terrible.
But yeah, for the most part, it's all cosmetic, other than the Mighty Mouse catch can I have, and I'll be doing that pulley and a different air filter soon. Those two things I'm doing just because they'll add power without me having to tune it. And if I don't tune it, I don't lose my warranty. So if those two mods, if I'm not happy with those, the next step is a 1,000 horsepower package, at which point I do have to tune.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, is it difficult to get these things up to 1,000?
No.
That's what I
It
thought.
is super easy. And that's,
I mean, all the aftermarket support for the Hellcat engine.
It's a bigger pulley on the crank, a smaller pulley on the supercharger snout, bigger fuel injectors, and a tune. We'll get you 1,000 horsepower.
How much does that run you?
$2,500 I think. It's like nothing. It's nothing. But my big thing is I just don't want to tune it. I don't want to lose the warranty if I don't have to. But it's very tempting,
Yeah.
because it's like this thing has 702 horsepower. You really need more than that for. I mean, I'm driving this thing daily, so do I need more? Probably not, but I kind of do. Like, I would
it's
love
horsepower obsessed. You gotta go with full 1,000.
I would love to run this thing at the track and get like an 11.5, and I bet you I could with that 1,000 horsepower package.
Yeah.
And at 11.5, this truck would literally be faster than my C8 was. Yeah, because I ran my C8 down at that same track. 11.6 was the fastest I could get.
That's the fact that that's only about a second slower than a C8 Corvette, a base C8, but a C8 Corvette.
It's not even a full second. It's like it's half a second, because I got 12.2, 11.6, it's 0.6 of a second slower.
Yeah.
And that's stock. I mean, other than the exhaust did add like 11 horsepower or something, so technically it's not fully stock, but.
Now I know a Raptor. I've seen like street speed. It can drive a lot of stuff. Do you feel like you can get that same kind of go over anything feel in a T-Rex?
Yeah, this actually has, I think, 0.2 inches more of ground clearance than a Raptor does.
Yeah.
So yeah. The other day, actually it was just yesterday, I took my wife had needed new tires on her car, so I put tires in the bed, and we went up to in Monroeville, a place called Rent and Roll. They rent wheels, I don't know, but they install them and they're really careful with them, so we go there to get them installed. But when I pulled into their parking lot, it's all torn up, like they're ready to get new pavement down, and they had these buckets sitting everywhere to make it so you couldn't park in certain spots. And I ran over to them and didn't even realize it did. And it's a 5-gallon bucket sitting this high, and I heard a crunching sound. I was like, what was that? Right over a bucket. So, yeah, you really can take this thing almost everywhere.
It's almost overpowered, isn't it? Like, you have 700 horsepower, you can drive over anything, you can run 12 seconds at the drag strip. It's just incredible.
Yep.
It's a testament to how far we've come.
I'm halfway through making a video about it, because I filmed putting the tires in the bed, and I said, this thing can haul stuff, it can go to the drag strip and run 12s, it can go off-road, or you can drive it to Florida and back and feel comfortable. Like, it literally will do anything you want it to do.
Want to take it for a spin?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, she sounds healthy.
I don't know if you watched the video I did on the C8.
Yeah.
Don't blame me if you did.
I did.
But the quality while I was riding in it
Yeah.
was terrible.
Yeah.
The wind was buffing it all around.
Was that the same phone?
No, that was on Android. This is an iPhone.
Yeah. iPhones typically film better video.
Yeah. But it was a phone. It filmed stuff, and I was happy with it.
We'll start somewhere.
Oh, man. I'm scared.
Why?
The C8 was crazy, and that only had, what, 490 something?
Yeah, but this is a lot heavier, so
That's true. It's the only
It
thing.
doesn't feel as fast, but it's still fast. All right, you ready?
Let's do this. To the moon! Oh my gosh, this is a pickup truck! Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, this thing weighs like 6,500 pounds too. So
Oh my gosh.
it is not a light truck by any means.
No. Oh my gosh, dude. That supercharger line too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's got a nice Mustang. I'm a Ford guy at heart.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's why you're a Raptor guy.
Well, I don't know. You may have just converted me into a full TRX guy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to. I mean, I'm not a big Chrysler fan. You know, Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat, that stuff. But there was something about this particular truck that just nobody's matching this.
No.
GM has nothing like this. The closest Ford has is the Raptor, and that has almost half the horsepower. So it's like,
Yeah.
you get this or you're not getting anything like this.
Yeah. Even the Raptor R, which Ford just released,
Yeah.
it's still nowhere near this.
It's technically a little bit less horsepower, but I think it's also going to weigh less. So
Okay.
it will probably be faster, but it's not going to be by much.
I want to see a drag race between the two of them now.
Yeah, that will be a big thing coming soon enough,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
This is where I usually send my car whenever
Yeah.
I'm going to class.
I was going to say, if no one's behind us, I'll try putting it in launch mode real quick.
Oh, shoot.
It does have a launch mode. All right.
I love the launch mode button.
All right, you ready?
Ready. Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh, my voice just squeaked. Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh, dude.
It's fun.
This interior, this is a nice place to be.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that was the biggest difference for me between this and the Raptor, other than
Yeah.
the horsepower, was the interior quality. I mean, that's real carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Everything's leather, red stitching on top of it. It's Napa leather too, which is like a real high quality leather. Real 19 speaker sound system. This, I can't remember how big, 12-inch touchscreen I think it is.
Yeah.
And like, it's super colorful. I read online it's 4K.
Yeah.
So it's like, everything in this thing's like supercar quality.
Yeah. That's what this is, basically a supercar truck.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I said, I'm a Ford person at heart, but I gotta give massive respect to Dodge.
Yeah, they're doing it right. And like I said, I'm not a big Dodge guy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I can appreciate a Hellcat, but at the same time, I don't really like Hellcats.
Yeah.
Like, they're not anything crazy to me. But when
Yeah.
this came out, it's like, Chevy has nothing that's even close to this.
Supercharger. It feels like I'm in my grandma's Lincoln, and it also feels like I'm in a race car at the same time.
Right.
And it feels like I'm in a pickup truck. I don't get this thing.
That's what I said earlier. This thing literally can do it all. You can go off-road, you can go straight to the drag strip, you can go pick up the groceries, you can take a road trip to Florida. Like, it'll do it all comfortably.
Yeah. Now I do have one final question.
Mm-hmm.
How long will the truck stay on the Horsepower Obsessed YouTube channel?
The only way this truck's going anywhere is if they come out with a red eye version.
Ah.
But otherwise, I'm keeping this for as long as I can, because it's a ridiculous truck. Like I said, it does everything.
Yeah. I can see why it would be. But it's kind of a mistake to let it go. This thing's epic.
Yeah.
don't know if mistake's the right word, but come on.
It would be unwise.
Unwise,
I mean,
yeah.
if it came down to it, like I said, if they made a red eye of this, or if something happens and Chevy really just makes something that's just like ridiculous on top of this,
Yeah.
you know, the only way this is going anywhere is if something better comes out, not
Yeah.
just to get rid of it.
Like with the C8.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I made a mistake getting rid of the C8 as early as I did because I thought that Z06 was going to be available a lot earlier than it was, but that's still why I got rid of it. I wanted to get ready for the Z06, which is what I wanted from the beginning.
Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Horsepower Obsessed. Thank you so much, dude. That was insane. Go check out Horsepower Obsessed right now. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description. Go check him out, especially if you like Corvettes and RAM TRXs, because he has one of those too. If you guys have never watched an up-close video before, it's basically just storytelling. I mean, talking about cars, telling stories. It's a format of video I've wanted to make pretty much since day one. I haven't made one in about a year. I've made a total of 3 at this point. We gotta get those numbers up. So if you want your car to be featured in one of my videos, because I genuinely want to make more of these videos, hit me up, drop a comment down below. The only 2 requirements I have, you have to be local, and you have to have a cool car with a cool story. In fact, you don't even have to have a cool story, just have a cool car. Or your car doesn't even have to be cool, just have a really good story that'll entertain people. Just that simple. Even if nobody hits me up, I am going to make more of these. Probably not for a long time though, so the up-close format will be back sometime or another. But in the meantime, I have a lot of cool stuff coming up that you guys aren't wanting. Words are hard. I have a lot of stuff coming up that you guys aren't gonna want to miss. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. It's gonna be fun, boys. Thank you, Horsepower Obsessed. One more big thank you. Go check him out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye. Ah! Darn it. No, please. Okay, sorry. For real this time. Bye-bye. Oh, wow, this guy. This is peak content right here. 30 miles an hour.
Did you want to do an interview or anything?
We already did.
What
I
do you
was sitting there holding the phone with the microphone.
Oh, you were recording that?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah,
remember if I said anything incriminating. No, I didn't know you were recording that. If I said anything iffy, don't put it on there.
All right, you got it. You got it. I don't think you did.
I don't think I did either. But
I didn't realize you didn't know I was recording.
I didn't. I guess I should have now looking back on it, but it's all right.
Nah, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, no problem.